Hello and welcome to Shuraa's Bizcast. Today we're starting a new series called Go Global with Shuraa. And it's going to be a series where we're going to empower our clients and our business people through some important information. Today we have the honor to have with us our International Overseas Director, Wasim. Hi Wasim, and thank you for being here today.
Hi Camilla, thank you for this opportunity and I'm pleased to be here.
So let's start talking about your experience in Shuraa. You've been here for over 3 years. How's been your experience so far?
Sure. I remember when I first joined Shuraa, I wasn't sure as in what I was getting into because my background was mostly from banking, investments, wealth management. And when I took the step, I would say this was the best step of my life because the way Shuraa has embraced me and the way I have been able to grow myself and as a team, it has been fantastic so far. And there's so much more to achieve, so really looking forward to it.
That's great. That's great. Thank you for sharing this with us. So you are the director of the UK branch and the Amsterdam branch. So we have seen now how the European mindset has changed. Of course, like recently we have marked 50 years of cooperation with the Netherlands. Our story of cooperation goes long back when the Netherlands was an extreme maritime power, and what they were doing trading toward India and Indonesia. They used to stop in the UAE when the UAE was still not an actual country. We are on our path for net zero. We have signed cooperative agreement with the European Union. What is actually the real meaning of this in terms of business, and what does it mean for your branches?
Absolutely, Camilla. Like you said, in terms of changing environment that it is now, we've seen a huge shift from how it used to be, say, about 5 years ago, 10 years ago, how, say, European countries used to look at Dubai or UAE. There's been a huge shift in terms of the opportunities there are in the UAE, and in terms of, like you said, the agreements have been signed, and there's Dubai government is working with UK as well as European countries. Amsterdam being one of the cities, because since Brexit in the EU, you would see that is like the main hub of businesses. So even the mayor's office is working with UAE government. You would have also known, I think we've discussed this previously as well, that from Dubai side, Chamber of Commerce is opening offices in London, in Amsterdam and other European countries. So there's a lot of synergy and there's a lot of things that we see that these countries can do together. And that's what we want to help with. That's what we want to be present for.
Exactly. Shuraa is always in front lines. We are always very attentive to what is the global market situation. And also the UAE is taking steps over reshaping the geopolitical situation of the Middle East entirely. We have seen it now, like we have corporate tax, which made us closer to European countries, right? So also this introduction, how do you see it, how it was received by the European people that are willing to explore business here?
So that's a good point you mentioned about corporate tax. First of all, I like to say it's still fairly tax friendly in the UAE, and who wouldn't want to earn their income and keep the maximum that they can. So there is still a lot of potential, because if you look at European countries, the taxes are really high still. But now that there's corporate tax and we've been able to get that information across and that message across, that we're open for business as well as we are compliant with all the authorities. So that has sent a really positive message across to the European countries and Americas as well to come over and do business.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. I totally agree with you. So during the years, we are always seeing like huge cooperation. Like the Netherlands is a very strong country. They have amazing infrastructures and amazing technologies. Let's think about the dredgers that help us doing the Palm Jumeirah, for example, right? Absolutely. So, and we also know they're very active in food security, which is something that they're helping the UAE a lot with. What are the other fields of interest that you see when it comes from investment towards the UAE from the Netherlands?
So absolutely right, Camilla. Like you mentioned, technology is the biggest one. So we've been able to help companies within the UAE bring that technology over, like you mentioned as well. What we also see is because of the recent agreements that have been signed as well, in terms of sustainability, I think Netherlands is at the forefront of that, and that would be a great way forward for the UAE as well, because if any country is into sustainability at the moment, that is UAE, and that's the way forward here as well. So I think that would be a huge thing coming from the experience that the Netherlands has in terms of the know-how and the technology. So I think sustainability going forward, and in different sectors, it could be in, like you said, food sector, wholesale retail, but all those sectors, sustainability is very important. I think that would be good.
Yeah, and we definitely prove by hosting COP28 that
Absolutely.
we're really on
I
the
think
line for
I think you're being
sustainability.
humble. I think you smashed it with the COP28.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
no, it was great. And also for when we talk about the misconceptions about the Middle East, like being part of these big things, like we had Expo, COP28, we've been the center of the world, right?
I think that's been brilliant because, like you said, misconceptions or notions that people had before in terms of restrictions or the quality of life, I think that has come across now in terms of the quality of life UAE provides, the safety and security. I think for European people, that's the biggest concern at the moment in terms of if they move to a new country. And that's been brilliant because of these events that have been hosted recently. Yes.
Yeah, definitely it's been very good. We can also say that if we think about just non-oil trading, like only next year we had more than $11 billion in trading, which is like a huge amount of money, even if we consider that actually the Netherlands and the UAE are very small. Like
So, and also the numbers that we're discussing, I see them going to 2x, 3x the way things are. So absolutely the growth, you could see the potential.
Yeah, it's great because also the Netherlands, like historically, they've always been pioneers about new markets, exploring new ventures. So we have a lot of priorities in common. So I think that also why it worked, right? Now let's be a bit more specific and how you and your branches, your team, how can you help investors from the Netherlands into coming to the UAE and set up their business and starting their new adventure?
Of course. So I'll give you a bit of a background in terms of in countries like UK or the Netherlands or any other European countries, when they start out, obviously it's a different country, different language, different culture. So there is some hesitation at the start as to where to go, what to do. So that's where we come in because we have physical branches and we have people there in terms of our portfolio managers, investment consultants. We are able to tailor to the needs of the clients and the companies. So we're able to have consultations and see how we could help them, how it would benefit them, and what would be the benefits from UAE side as well. So we are there to, in terms of their journey, to make it as smooth as possible. Because there's vast amounts of people who want to invest, who want to move forward, but it's just that they're not sure what the right way would be. And that's where we come in. Our job is just to have that seamless experience for the client. Everything else, of course, they want to do, but our job would be that to make sure we're there throughout the journey, every step of the way, wherever they need us. And we have experienced, qualified portfolio managers, like I mentioned, consultants who've been doing this for years, and that's what we bring in.
That's great. Like it's very client-centric mentality, which is amazing because like I talk as a European person, of course, like it's always scary. It's completely new.
You know how
it's different. We're very familiar with the US, with the mentality, how they work. But when it comes to the UAE, I feel that a lot of people it's missing out because of fear or because they don't have the right people to talk to. So this is great. And also directorship. It's, for example, something that I think is not discussed enough. It's something that could really help people to start their journey. So can you just give us a little more insight about this?
You mentioned that because it does work really well for our clients who are sometimes remote. So what directorship does for them is we take care of everything. So if they need, for example, marketing services, if they need HR services, if they need their renewals done, and it's a different language, different offices, different culture, we would take care of all of that for them. So for them, the focus would be their business. They don't have to worry about all the admin or anything else that comes with the business. That will be taken care of by Shuraa, of course. And we have over 23 years of experience in this. So that's hassle-free for them, and they get more time to work on what their passion is. And we do everything else for them. So it has been really well received by the clients because it gives them peace of mind. So they know they'll focus on their business and Shuraa is taking care of everything. So that's what we were looking for, and we've had a lot of interest. And that's why I think, like you mentioned, it's not been discussed enough previously, but I think we're at the right stage now where clients are coming in and we're able to take care of everything for them.
Yeah, this will definitely give them the confidence, to empower their business while you do all the work, right? So it's been really a pleasure talking to you, Wasim. Thank you for
Pleasure's
all
all
the
mine.
insights. We hope to see you again, and probably the next episode will be either in the UK or in the Netherlands.
Just going to say absolutely, you're invited anytime. We could be in Amsterdam, UK, or we are also looking at other branches going forward. It could be one of those branches, because in Europe there's a lot of cities that are very much interested, and we would like to help them as well.
As we said, go global with Shuraa, right?
Indeed, absolutely.
Thank you so
Thanks,
much.
Camilla.
Thank you. My name is Camila, and I'll see you on the next episode.